Today, imagine a world where there are no more tigers roaming in the forest and giant pandas only exist in pictures or videos. It sounds extreme, but it is slowly becoming a real possibility if conservation efforts are not taken seriously. Human activities such as deforestation, urban development, and illegal hunting are pushing many wildlife species closer to extinction.
Hello everyone, today we will be evaluating two animal exhibits at the zoo, the giant panda and the Malayan tiger. Zoos are often designed to recreate natural ecosystems while supporting conservation, education and animal welfare. However, an important question remains. This is the giant panda enclosure. Giant panda naturally live in the cool bamboo forest of China. The zoo recreates this habitat using bamboo plants, rock formation, shaded area, and climate control facilities. However, Malaysia's tropical climate is much warmer and more humidity than the panda's natural environment. Therefore, artificial cooling systems are needed to maintain suitable conditions. The enclosure provides space for feeding, climbing, and resting. However, it is much smaller and less complex than the large forest habitats occupied by pandas in the wild. The zoo supports giant panda conservation through education, research, and public awareness programs. Information boards help visitors learn about threats such as habitat loss and the importance of conservation. Next, the Malayan tiger enclosure. The zoo recreates a tropical rainforest environment through dense vegetation, shaded areas, and naturalistic landscaping. Since Malayan tigers naturally live in the Malaysia's tropical forest, the habitat is relatively similar to their natural environment. However, it cannot fully replicate natural prey population and large forest ecosystem. The enclosure provides space for movement and enrichment activity. However, wild tigers occupy much larger territories, so the enclosure cannot fully meet their natural spatial requirements. The Malayan tiger is a critically endangered species. The zoo contributes to conservation through public education and awareness programs, helping visitors understand the threat of habitat loss and poaching. Ecosystem and conservation is the protection and management of ecosystems to maintain their biodiversity, natural processes, and ecological balance. When comparing two exhibits, important differences become apparent. The Malayan tiger enclosure achieves greater ecological authenticity because Malaysia's tropical climate closely resembles the species' natural environment. In contrast, the giant panda habitat depends heavily on climate manipulation and artificial cooling systems. However, both exhibits share common limitations. Neither enclosure can fully replicate the spatial scale, ecological interaction, or environmental complexity present in natural ecosystems. Based on our observations, several improvements can be proposed. First, habitat complexity could be increased through the addition of more natural vegetation, diverse microhabitat, and dynamic environmental features. Second, enrichment programs should continue to evolve in order to encourage species-specific behavior and reduce behavioral restriction associated with captivity. In conclusion, both the giant panda and Malayan tiger exhibit demonstrate significant effort to recreate natural habitat while supporting conservation and education. However, important limitation remains in terms of climate authenticity, enclosure scale, and ecological complexity.